We all fear wasting time on ideas, people, or paths that don't work out. But the truth is, no time spent learning, creating, or trying has ever been wasted. The lessons you pick up often show their value later. What you learn now doesn't necessarily show up in what you're immediately doing today. Maybe something you learn, or some concept you learn, or some knowledge you gain from a book that you're reading, or some training that you're doing. Sometimes their value doesn't show up until later, once you've put a few skills together that allow you to express that knowledge or express that skill that you learned early on, right? So another point to that is every detour teaches clarity. When you don't want just what works, you want what doesn't work. If you know what doesn't work, you can cut out all the useless junk, all the useless whatever is not your whatever is not the successful or complete version of what you're building. For example, if you're building a skill and you need to know what to do, what the steps are that involve that skill, what you need to know is how not to do things, right? So like when you're working on your golf swing, you have to learn what ways to move. You also have to learn what ways not to move. How should your arms be positioned? How should your arms not be positioned? How should you twist? How should you not twist? What should stay still and what should stay moving? So all those things, you need both what you want and what you don't want. And those are two sides of the same coin. And they're important in the pursuit of building any sort of skill or knowledge base for anything that you're trying to learn. The illusion of wasted times comes from expecting immediate proof or progress. So when you expect immediate proof, you feel like you've wasted time because you can't see farther into the future, and you're not giving yourself a big enough time horizon to see the value of what you've learned or the progress that you've made. And it's all just a matter of perspective. You have to change your perspective on the time horizon that you expect to complete things, or also the time horizon and when you think things are going to be helpful to you in your life. And if you just play around with those little perspective tweaks, you can avoid those negative emotions or that demotivating feeling like your time's wasted. Because maybe you can't make use of it now, but you will once you have, built these other bridges or built these other skills that are going to help you take advantage of that new skill or that new education that you have made progress in. So, to end on, every moment teaches you something, even the ones that feel like pauses. Maybe the time you thought you lost was actually time you needed to grow. So don't keep searching. Don't stop yourself from looking for new ways to learn, new skills to gain, and new knowledge to acquire.